5 travellers stir from their slumber to greet a new day. Today 4 of them will find their dreams grow more true, and 1 will suffer a rude awakening. Warriors, you all set out on our journey, armoured with 9 lives. You have all maintained this protection well, but those who suffer the greatest losses by the end of today must face the final, arduous test. A test that will decide who must leave our quest. So, who stands determined to follow our path to its end? Let us find out.
It's the start of a new day, and at the moment I'm in front of everyone. I'm really happy.
Yesterday I think went really well for me because we had to do the last challenge, which was balance beam, and I won in that, which saved me.
Yesterday went very well because I won 2 rings, but I lost 1 life on pole climb.
New day, so new challenges, new hope of staying in, maybe 1 more day, maybe a couple if I'm lucky.
Although all of you have lost feathers, you should not be downcast, for it is still possible to redeem lost lives. Gather 9 golden rings during our challenges, and you may add a life to those you have preserved. So, let us embark in bold spirits to meet our first challenge. In ancient times, the longbow was considered one of the most noble weapons, for only it had the power to defeat the serpent's eye. You will each fire into the target 3 times. Hit the target, and you will preserve your lives. Hit the serpent's eye, and you will receive a gold ring. But hit the serpent's body that coils around the target, or miss the target altogether, and you will lose a precious life. Let the bow form part of your body, and the arrow form part of your thoughts. You will fire your arrows in turn. Samlin, you will be first to take aim. Step forward. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Samlin, with 6 lives and 6 rings, you are equal second. Pierce the serpent's eye 3 times to win back another life. Congratulations, Samlin. Suhan, can you match Samlin's effort or improve upon it? Step forward. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Suhan, you too have 6 lives and 6 rings. Win just 1 more ring, and you alone will be second. A narrow escape, Suhan. Well done, Suhan. Reso, step forward. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Reso, though you are in last place, you are only 2 rings behind the second place warriors. There is all to play for here. Unlucky, young warrior. Raiso, you were close to earning a gold ring with your first arrow. Jakesh, step forward. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Jakesh, bear in mind, just one ring separates you from sharing second place. Well done, warrior. Now do not undo your good work by hitting the serpent.
Jakesh, one gold ring is yours. Keeson, step forward. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Keeson, you lead the company with 7 lives and 7 rings. You have the opportunity to extend your lead here.
Warriors, your aim has been straight and true. Your accuracy has preserved your lives, but only Jakesh displayed the skill to earn a reward. Place it on your standard. Now, young warriors, let us move on. We have many more trials to face today.
Serpent's Eye wasn't that hard, but I never managed to get a ring, but I managed to preserve a life.
My first shot was like I got it in the serpent's eye, the bullseye, so I was like really, really happy with myself.
All my arrows hit the target, but I was angry because Jakesh won a gold ring.
I didn't manage to get a ring, but I'm still not that disappointed because I didn't lose a life.
Warriors, in this next challenge, what you hold in your head is far more important than what you hold in your hand. This is Demon Square. For now, these slumbering demons pose no threat. Once you step onto the square, they will awaken, and only your sharp minds will afford you protection. At the far end of the square is the wisdom tree. You will see it is adorned with gold rings, but it will only yield these treasures to those who display the knowledge to reach them. The wisdom tree will pose a series of questions. If you believe the answer to be true, step sideways onto the white path. If you believe the answer to be false, step sideways onto the black path. The wisdom tree will then reveal its answer. Those who have chosen wisely may then take a step forward. The rest must remain where they are and feel the breath of the waking demons on their necks. Warriors, are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
When warriors sleep, they close their eyes, but the graceful swift can sleep while it flies. True or false? The answer is true. Although it's a fact, it may be a great surprise to know polar bears turn from white to brown when there is no snow. True or false? The answer is false. Now listen carefully to what you're told. Some lobsters can live to be 100 years old. True or false? answer is true. Ostriches are known to be the fastest birds on land, but when they take fright, they bury their heads in the sand. True or false? The answer's false.
I had hoped my warriors would be as wise as owls. Unfortunately, they were as feather-brained as cuckoos. Warriors, it seems you had your heads buried in the sand. The penalty for failure is severe. Each of you must lose a life. Now, let us hope you keep your heads in the next trial.
I don't know if everyone was copying each other, but I think so. But all I know is that I wasn't copying anyone.
I was getting off to a good start, but I think people were trying to like follow me a little bit because I've got a good sharp mind.
I didn't follow everybody else, which is a bit boring really, but everybody else was right, so maybe that time it would have been a better idea.
Because I lost a life, it didn't really matter because everyone else lost a life as well, so it didn't really change the board.
While a wise warrior should always exhibit caution, to become a champion demands the courage to step into the unknown. Look up, my young friends, and you will see a platform set high in the trees. You must climb to this platform. Once there, leap into thin air. Those who fail to make the leap will lose a life. Those who dare to make the jump may grasp a gold ring as they fall back to earth. And for those warriors wishing to push themselves that little bit further, extra rings will be their reward. There is no need to be uneasy, my young friends. I am aware you do not have wings, so you will be tethered for your safety. So, who will go first? Keeson, you seem undaunted. Remember, Keeson, you must make the leap, or you will lose a life. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Well done, Keeson. You grabbed one ring. You too have secured a golden ring, Suhan. Well done.
You can do this, my young friend.
No!
Rachel, you made the leap. A brave attempt indeed. One gold ring is yours, Jakesh.
Samlin, can you make the leap?
No ring, Samlin, but you made the leap.
I am proud of you, young warriors. You were braver than any fledgling leaving the nest. Some of you grabbed rings. Place them on your standards. Now, let us leave the lofty treetops and head for the tall tower.
When I was actually jumping, I actually caught one ring, but at the time my stomach was up in the air and it just felt so funny. I'm glad that I actually completed the challenge and didn't lose a life.
I was trying to plan out my strategy and I went for the 2 rings and I think I just about missed them and it just like fell off. But I still got 1 ring which has saved me, so I haven't lost any lives today.
For the challenge I was really nervous because I don't like heights. And when I jumped, I was really glad of myself.
I got up and I got a bit distressed about jumping, but I jumped. Might not have got the ring, but I got close. I think it's because I put too much thought into actually jumping. Didn't think about the whole challenge and getting the rings. I just thought about jumping, so I didn't lose a life.
We have finally arrived at the Wizard's Tower, though it seems we have walked in its shadow for many long hours now. For those who enter it, risk encountering much sorcery, but enter it, 2 of you must. Rachel, you have 5 lives and 4 rings, and are in last place. Samlin, you have 5 lives and 6 rings, and are next to last. Both of you must venture inside. The wizard has grown bitter in his old age, and his magic is tainted with resentment. But he has also been careless, as his chamber is littered with lethal ingredients, the most dangerous of which is dragon's blood, deadly to mere mortals like you. If you are to claim the wizard's treasure, then you must transfer the dishes of dragon's blood into these vessels. But take care. Should a single drop of blood be spilled, and you will lose a precious life. Only the first warrior to reach the vessels can claim the reward. Take up your positions. If either of you fail in this challenge, then your continuing progress on the quest is in doubt. Are you both ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Remember, neither of you can afford to lose this challenge.
The reward for success in this challenge is 2 gold rings. Raiso, place them on your standard. Samlin, you were right to proceed carefully in this challenge, but your caution slowed your progress. You were beaten to the rings and must now pay with a life. Come now. The wizard's magic has become as erratic as the wizard himself has become unpredictable.
Every moment time I looked at them, I thought I was going to drop it, but I didn't, so really pleased.
It was quite hard to do because you had to balance 2 plates of dragon's blood, and if you spilt 1 drop you would have lost a life. And I'm glad I never spilt any blood, but he beat me in putting them in the canisters and getting the rings.
The warriors set out this morning, knowing that one of their fellowship would have to turn back from the quest today. The time of reckoning has now come. This is the way of the warrior. To run its fearsome gauntlet is the ultimate test of a warrior's worth. Few have succeeded, many have been defeated. But we cannot leave here until at least one of you has tried and failed to reach the end of its course. Raiso, you have only 5 lives left, but you are safe for the moment. Samlin, it is you who must face elimination. But though the price of failure is great, so too is the reward for success. At the end of the way of the warrior is a portal. That portal leads directly to the next stage of the quest. Samlin, should you succeed in reaching the end of the golden pathway unscathed, then you will survive to continue on this journey with us. It will then be Raiso's fate to face this challenge. But I must tell you, Samlin, should you fail, then you must leave us and return home. Samlin, are you ready? Then may the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. Let the challenge begin. Samlin, for you, the way of the warrior proved a trial too far. But do not despair. Many a valiant warrior has been defeated by this grueling challenge. That you dared to run its gauntlet places you amongst an exalted company of heroes. Farewell.
I'm glad I've made it this far, and I'm glad that I wasn't the first person to get knocked out. I'm really, really glad that I've done most of the challenges.
So, another warrior turns back from the quest. 4 remain to face another day. They may be weary after many difficult trials, but as they rest tonight, they should remember that the great warrior is perfected by trials, as the pebble is polished by the waves.
Next time on Raven, can anyone avoid the fateful stare of Navar's eye? Who will grab gold first in Tower Build? And whose destiny will be determined by the way of the warrior?